This is Hoodies. Testing, 1 2 1 2. Yo, welcome back to another dope session of Hoodies the podcast. I'm the host, the Garb Rashidi, coming at you live from the Skill Suite. Or maybe not so live, but we coming at you, man. Well, let's put one in the air for Hoodies the podcast. Word. Let's get right on into this thing, man. Are we back? 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 Word. Shout out to everybody who's got a born day today, man. You know how we do this. You know how we do this. I don't care if you fresh out the womb or you've been here a while. Salute to you. New life, more life. Y'all know how I feel about born days. Get out there. Or stay at home. But just, man, do something special. Commemorate your birth anniversary, man. You're the only one with this fingerprint. You know what I'm saying? Word. I ain't gonna stay too. Y'all know how I feel about it. But in the same breath, my condolences go out to anyone who's lost a loved one today. Sorry for your loss, man. My condolences. You know what I'm saying? I know the feeling, and it don't feel good. It'll pass, sure, but in a moment it don't feel good. You know what I mean? But it's that good old circle of life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to anybody who's got a loved one who's going through a thing. Be it a sickness or just going through something, man. Stay up, man. I send y'all some warm energy. Y'all send me some. How y'all feel? Y'all good? I'm cool. Y'all keep sending me some good energy. Keep sending y'all some. Y'all know that's how that works around here. So, yeah, I ain't gonna take too much of your time in the intro. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. All right? All right? You still there? All right, let's go. Yeah! All right, check it. My demographic, as I've said quite a few times, my demographic, get comfortable. My demographic is 25 to, think 34, 25, 35 or something like that. Something like that. But anyway, let me ask you something real quick. Let me ask a question. I don't have no media or nothing like that to put up on the screen, right? Let me ask you something. For the things that you got going on in your life, are you chasing or are you pursuing? I know they both sound kind of similar. You know what I mean? Like, what's the difference between chasing and pursuing? Which one are you doing? Are you chasing or pursuing? So I've come to realize that, the differences between the two. How about that? Right? I've come to realize that chasing, I'm of the belief that it comes out of desperation. You know what I mean? You're desperate because you feel like you're going to miss out on something. So you chase it. You know what I mean? That's applicable in different facets of our lives, right? People chase in the workforce. You know what I mean? They chase for the quick win, especially in the world of barbering, right? People are trying to chase the quick win, the quick wins, instead of trying to, pursue mastery. You know what I'm saying? People chase ass. You know what I mean? People chase pussy. People chase money. And it's all get rich or die trying. As far as I'm concerned, just that whole concept itself is the same as that's being desperate. You know what I mean? It's fear of losing something, fear of being ass out. So I'm gonna get rich or die trying. You know what I'm saying? Chasing, a lot of times you can get burnt out from chasing. Even when it comes to chasing a woman. You can get burnt out at some point, and then you'll fuck around and end up settling for less because you're burnt out and tired of chasing. Now that's the difference. Well, not the difference, but that's chasing. But pursuing, on the other hand, I've come to realize that pursuing is more purposeful. Pursuing is intentional. You know what I mean? Pursuing, when you like career wise, when you're pursuing something, a person tends to have like laser sharp focus. You know what I'm saying? Like hawks and falcons, or even eagles for that matter. Yo, when they're pursuing prey or whatever, and they get ready to swoop down and snatch the fish out the water, or that I don't know, that the meerkats want to snatch up one of them from swoop down and snatch up one of them. When they lock on and start pursuing, razor sharp vision. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that you can do to take them off that. Pursuing is more intentional. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. Keeping it funky. Man, what the hell is this texting me while I'm doing my kung fu? Oh, it's one of my clients saying, "Thanks for the great cut. You the man." It's what I do. Hold on. Anytime, it's what I do. All right. What was I saying? I was talking about how pursuing. Oh, yeah. Check it. I get it now. I remember now. So check it, man. I'm not glorifying this lifestyle at all, but let's just keep it funky, right? Pimps don't even chase. You know what I'm saying? Pimps don't even chase. Let me get comfortable here. Pimps don't chase. You know what I mean? When you see a pimp randomly going up to a woman, you know what I'm saying? They don't go up to her and start chasing. They don't chase. See, when you chasing is fast. You know what I'm saying? Chasing is emotional. Chasing is surface level type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, pimps don't chase women. Pimps pursue women. Dead ass. They pursue women. You know what I'm saying? See, pursuing is more calculated. I'm starting to cook. Because the words start coming to me, right? Pursuing is calculated. You know what I'm saying? It's deliberate. Like I said, it's intentional. When you pursue, like I said, it's intentional. You're persistent, and when you pursue, it's strategic. You move with strategy, and that's how pimps move when they talk to a young lady. Look here, little mama. Look here, I like you. Let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't have a degree in pimpology or nothing, but pimps tend to a pimp. I don't know any other way to put it. You know what I'm saying? Again, see when you chasing, see. Okay, so you have the hoe, you got the pimp, and then you got the trick. Now tricks chase. Tricks are chasing the thrill of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Wow, I guess it's safe to say a lot of times a lot of us are tricks. We're tricks, we're chasing. Chasing the bag. Chasing ass. Pimps don't do that. See, pursuing is about a goal. Right? Pursuing is about an agenda. Dig me? Pursuing is about the end result. You know what I'm saying? You working towards something. That's the difference. That's the difference. Excuse me, some good water. Between chasing and pursuing. Word. Also, chasing is reactive. You know what I mean? Reactive. Chasing is about excitement and ego. The adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? The rush of chasing something. And again, the bag, some pussy, or even a personal goal. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about chasing is that at some point the thrill is gone. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone. The thrill has gone away. The thrill fades. You know what I mean? But again, pursuing is strategic. Look here, mama. Listen, use that type of language even in the interview or trying to strike up a deal. It's a difference between trying to chase a position or a promotion. There's pursuing is it's the best. Well, it's not the best way, but it's one of it's one of the best ways to explain it is that it's strategic and again intentional. It's outcome driven. You know what I'm saying? Pursuing, mm, mm, pursuing requires patience because we all know only fools rush in. Fools rush in. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fools, right? We probably been fools, but today we ain't fools because now we know. Only fools rush in. You know what I'm saying? Pursuing takes patience. Pursuing takes planning. It takes planning. And see, now back to the pimp thing. Pimps, they don't chase women like a guy who's chasing a girl like, like got a crush on a girl. You know what I'm saying? When you pursue, there's an agenda. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so a pimp is he is controlling his women. You know what I mean? And it is for profit. Of course, it's for profit. You know? But they don't chase the women. The tricks do. You know what I'm saying? A pimp's pursuit again is calculated. That's if I'm of the belief that out here in this world you either pimping the system or you're getting tricked by it. You know, you have to decide which one you are. You know what I'm saying? You pimping? Are you a pimp? Are you a trick? You know what I'm saying? Pimps are calculated. That's why I'm asking. You know, and yeah, pimps they do control their women. You know, they control them, and it's for profit. You know what I'm saying? What they do is they notice that woman's vulnerabilities. You know what I mean? Same thing we should do. Where are the loopholes at? How can I get up in here and, you know what I'm saying, make my mark? Spook who sat by the door. You know what I'm saying? There's a movie on YouTube. It's not the best quality, but if you've read the book and you'd actually like to see it all played out, check it out. Spooks who sat by the door. You know what I'm saying? Calculated. Look for the vulnerabilities. You know? At the time, the CIA, spook who sat by the door, was getting some backlash for not being diverse, and so in an attempt to show diversity, they gave black men, I think some black women too, but I think just black men, no black women, but black men, an opportunity to become part of the CIA. Which means they were affirmative action hires. They were hired just to show some diversity, and then it probably didn't mean on keeping. You know what I'm saying? Maybe keep one as a token or something like that. But then this one dude actually took it serious, learned everything they had to learn. He was strategic. He was patient. While the other brothers who were chosen, when they were there, they wanted to go hang out. They wanted to go chill, do whatever. They was acting like they had already made it. And they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Tricks. And the main character, the guy who played the main character, was a pimp. He pimped the system. Used everything they taught him, went back to the south side of Chicago and started a revolution. You should check it out. It's a dope book. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I was saying, pimps, they notice a woman's vulnerabilities. They see what her weaknesses is. They see where her weakness is. They see where she's vulnerable. right? They offer her some attention. You know what I mean? Man, they offer some promises. You know what I'm saying? And then they slowly but surely reel that woman in because women need attention. Men do too, but women crave attention more. It's just what it is. It's a part of their makeup. You know what I mean? But again, uh, pursuing is strategic. It's not about a thrill. It's about the end game. Chasing is about the thrill, not the end game. Chasing is about the moment. Feel me? Word. So yeah, it also translates to romantic relationships. This whole pimping thing. You know what I mean? Well, it's not even about pimping. It's about chasing and pursuing, right? Look, if somebody's chasing you, you know what I'm saying? Look, when someone's chasing you, what they're doing is they're trying to prove themselves to you. Prove that they're trying to prove themselves. They're trying to win you over. There we go. They're trying to win you over. They're trying to prove something in the moment. You understand? However, if someone is pursuing you, they're showing you vision. You know what I mean? They're showing you consistency, at least on some level. You know what I'm saying? And then again, that good old word. They're showing intention. They're being intentional. They're being intentional about trying to build something with you. You know? Yeah. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That's why even though it's similar action, chasing and pursuing. Well, they both require. In order to do either one of them, they both require action. They require some action. Except one is from a pimp standpoint, smooth, strategic. You know what I'm saying? Ain't about to get all worked up over nothing. You know what I'm saying? Either by other pimps. You see, there's 35,007, right? Motherfucker, can you buy that? You know? Or when a woman chose Goldie. What's her name? Was it China or something? What was her name? I forget. It's been a while. What's her name? Her name was what's her name? Yeah, China Doll. Just came to me. And Goldie didn't get flustered. Say, look here, pretty Tony. I mean, you know the game. See, your bitch just chose me. Now we can settle this like we got some class, or we can get into some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a pimp will whoop your ass, right? But I ain't gonna chase that ass whooping. I'm gonna pursue it. We can settle this like we got some class, or we can get into some gangster shit. I'm gonna be strategic about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, the action is almost the same. When you're going after someone or something, right? Only one can feel shallow and fleeting in one context, the chasing context, but then be serious and meaningful in another context, which is pursuing. You know what I'm saying? I've chased before. I've chased. It's been a while. I don't chase. I don't chase. Realting this. That's all I gotta say about that. Word. So real quick, sports news. Let's see. I got any NBA news? Let's see. Not a lot, man. Not a lot. Real quick on the telly. On the telly. That sounds so dated. On the telly. But yeah, Ben Simmons, as per Legion Hoops, Ben Simmons is considering retiring from the NBA, as per S Bondi NBA. Right? May as well. I'm surprised teams keeps picking him up still. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't get it what his deal is, and I don't get what the league's deal is. But anyway, in other news, I believe this is as per NBA Central. Says Angel Reese's teammates are reportedly unhappy with her direct attack on him and plans to confront her about her comments, per FOS. Not sure what that is. Says Reese reportedly said she doesn't believe her teammates Rachel Bunham and Haley Van Lith are capable of leading the playoff team. She also questioned whether veteran point guard Courtney Vandersloot was capable of returning to form at the age that she's at after tearing her ACL. Right? It says she's also quoted multiple times as saying we need great players, and she wants Marsh to coach them harder. Right? Since that, this isn't new news. None of this is new news. Right? Since this, she has gone on air and made a public apology to her teammates, as well as in the locker room. And listen, man, this is her second season in the league. She's young, and I'm not going to use age as an excuse for everything, but it's her second year in the league. It's just her second year. Listen, Kobe Bryant has called out teammates before. You know what I'm saying? If you've listened to Kobe Bean Bryant, may he rest well. Kobe has plenty of times, said that his teammates need to put their big boy pants on or some shit. Or, he's thrown his teammates under the bus before. He ain't the only one. You know what I mean? So I've never cared too much for that. I think and listen, with all due respect to the memory and the legacy of Kobe Bean Bryant, listen, if I was one of Kobe's teammates and he said some shit like that to me in a post-game interview, I would confront him in the locker room like, hey, nigga, the fuck that shit supposed to mean? You know what I'm saying? I feel some type of way. So listen, and on the flip side of things, I understand where Kobe was coming from. Just like I understand where Angel Reese is coming from. That's a valid concern. If you got a veteran player on the team, and you see something that looks like this player can't get back to their original form after a major injury like an ACL tear, I would have concerns. You know what I'm saying? And if I want to win, sure, I would want my coach to coach harder. And for what I understand, I think they just got a new coach. Don't quote me on that. With all due respect, I don't follow the WNBA as much as the NBA. So I think that's a new. So who knows? Maybe she may be maybe she just got used to the old coach. At least I don't know how Angel Reese felt about losing the former coach. Maybe she didn't want to lose the old coach. Like I said, I don't follow the news. So yeah, these are concerns. There's plenty of player that wants good, solid teammates, good, solid players. So if anything, I think Angel Reese, it probably wasn't all that cool to say these things in the media. You know what I mean? That's probably a conversation you should have in the locker room, with your teammates, or in your coach's office. Maybe talk to the GM. Talk to people who can actually make some changes. Other than that, I think she should just focus on just playing her game. You do what you're supposed to do. In the WNBA, they know what to do with players that's no longer an asset to them. That'll work itself out. But so I do understand her frustration, but I just also think that she should probably keep that shit to herself and not in the media. Something about your teammates, because y'all are a team. Y'all going out there on the floor and going into battle together. So that's all I got to say about that. Right? This is also not new news, but John Wall has announced his retirement. He's retiring from basketball. After 11 seasons in the NBA. Let me give y'all just a little bit more on John Wall. Just a touch more. Hold on. I got it in here. Me and little bro be sending stuff back and forth. So all I gotta do is just go into the feed. Right, yeah. So I wanted to also add that John Wall is a 5-time NBA All-Star, All NBA third team, NBA All Defensive second team, NBA All Rookie first team, NBA Slam Dunk Contest champion, SEC Player of the Year. He's had a decent career. So salute to John Wall. I think he might be getting a job in media. You know what I'm saying? Calling games or just, maybe on NBA TV or one of these. Shout out to Iman Shumpert too. I saw him during the finals, so I hope to see a little bit more of him. I like to see ex-players getting jobs, somewhere around the league. You know what I'm saying? If not calling games, at least doing something around the game. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing that. Just like I like to see I want to say old rappers, but rappers like Nas and Jay-Z and Black Thought and all these rappers. I like seeing how they're still on their square. They're still making things happen, even after we're all long in the tooth here. So hold on. Right. So check it. This ain't about basketball, but check it. I'm putting this down. I need to read it. Listen. Gervonta Tank Davis is slated to fight Jake Paul in an exhibition match November 15th in Atlanta. As per Bleacher Report and as per Ring Magazine. Listen, man, I don't know what's going on with Tank, but the brother had a rematch right here in front of him to fight Lamont Roach. He fought Lamont Roach a few months back, and it was a draw. And listen, Tank is one of them dudes. He's like one of the top fighters in the league, at least in his weight class, in the boxing league at the moment. Don't forgive me. I'm just a boxing fan who wants to see good boxing, and that rematch would have been good boxing. I was under the impression that Tank valued legacy and valued being the best pound for pound. And if that's the case, then I don't understand why he went and accepted an exhibition fight with Jake Paul. Unless there's some pending contractual obligations. Or hey, maybe it's just more money. It might just be more money. But that Jake Paul fight would have been there after the fight with Lamont Roach. Even other boxers are like, yo, I don't understand that. I mean, I'm gonna watch the fight just like I will. I'm gonna watch the fight. I'm still gonna root for Tank, sure, but I don't like it. As a boxing fan, I don't like it. I think it might be a money grab. Either that or Tank is scared money. Why wouldn't you want to fight Lamont Roach and set the record straight that you're better or that he's better? You know what I'm saying? I think Tank might be a little scared. Maybe his ego can't accept a loss, a blemish on his record. I think he's scared. This nigga's scared. With all due respect. I'ma still watch it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. He's still in his prime. Doing exhibition fights or it seems to be things fighters do once they're nearing retirement or once they retire. They'll go, get a couple mil, and then not take on a lot of damage. So I don't know. Shout out to the great Floyd Mayweather, man. He set the bar so high. Now back to the NBA. Y'all probably already know this. This is also not new news, but Derrick Rose will have his jersey, his number one jersey retired January 24th, 2026. I probably didn't have to say the year, but I'll be watching. Derrick Rose is that dude. Homegrown. You know what I'm saying? Hometown kid. Looking forward to that. But as far as sports news, it's about all I got, man. It's about all I got. So that was fun. That was fun. But real quick, other news. How about the NFL? Not the NFL, but college football. I've been watching some college football. I've had some couple good reasons. Mike Vick is coaching Norfolk State University. They got spanked, but I think it's kind of cool that he's the coach there. Norfolk State University is an HBCU, first of all, but it doesn't have a lot of money. And I don't know. So I'm not expecting a lot out of that team this season. Give them a couple seasons, let some funding get in there, and let Mike Vick get a better grasp of his job as a coach. Man, I just hope they don't get like swept. You know what I mean? I hope they get some wins. I hope they don't get swept and just stink up the joint all season long. Not only that, but then there's Deion Sanders. He's coaching college football. And then a former NFL coach, Bill Belichick, he coaches the Tar Heels. So it's a few reasons to watch college football. This is Thursday. Not sure when this will probably air, either tonight or tomorrow afternoon, something like that. But football season starts tonight, right? I believe it's the Cowboys and the Eagles. Y'all already know that I'm more of an NBA fan, than I am the NFL, right? But this season, just to be a part of the conversation, and yes, I do like the Chicago Bulls, but if I'm being honest, y'all already know I'm more of a Boston Celtics fan. I've always liked the Celtics, right? But for football, I'm a rock with a home team. I'm rocking with the Chicago Bears, man. It's official. I'm rocking with the Chicago Bears this season, and man. From what I understand, they should have a decent season. So I'm looking forward to that. And listen, now I got a dog in the fight. I got a dog in the fight now. Word, I'm excited. I can't wait to start it. So, but yeah, man, that's all I got for sports news. Word. Word. So before I get out of here, man, real quick, as usual, I want to give a shout out to everybody who's going through a thing. Just going through something that they haven't told anybody else about. I salute you, man. It takes a lot to do that. Everybody's going as a barber. And once again, being in the suite now, people open up a lot more, and everybody's going through something. Even the people who are well off financially, they're going through something. In fact, the people who don't have a lot of money seem to be the happiest. It's funny how that works, But I salute you all. I don't care what your problem is. If it's small, to some or big to you. You know what I mean? I salute you once again for still showing up. Word. And yeah, man, I want to thank y'all for watching. I want to say thank you for your likes, subs, and your shares. But if I'm being honest, and if y'all was to go look, I don't get a whole lot of likes as it is. However, I am grateful for the ones that I do get. So never mind that. So once again, thank you for your likes, subs, and your shares. I'm grateful for just one. Dead ass. The goal, folks, is to work my way up to going live. Because, listen, man, this one-man show thing, there's a few folk who's got platforms, and it's a one-man show. There's this one podcast called The Crimson Cure. I don't know if I know the sister's name, but it's called The Crimson Cure. With his sister, I really dig how she rocks head wraps. I really dig how she presents herself, right? I love also how she sticks up for the brothers. Well, she holds everyone accountable, but she sticks up for the brothers. She also promotes femininity, and you should check out her content. Now, that's a one-man show, right? A one-woman show, but she has chat lines open where people will chat and she will respond to the chats. So that adds value to the show. There's Star and the Star Report. Now he has his own one-man show as well. Like I said, the Star Report. And he has the same thing. People chatting, they'll chime in and he'll address the chats or whatever. There are also people who will call in and give their take, their POV on a particular thing. And in fact, he'll have a couple topics to discuss, right? Some folk on that broadcast can actually not just call in, but their picture will show up on the screen and they'll be talking and interacting with Star. You know what I'm saying? So the goal is for myself is to do the same. I have to work my way to that. If anybody knows, well, no, I'm gonna do my own work. I'm not waiting for nobody to tell me nothing. I'm gonna pursue it. I'm gonna pursue that knowledge. I'm gonna be patient because fools rush in. I'm gonna be patient, strategic, purposeful, intentional. Right? So yeah. And I'm not coming back until I'm able to establish that. So you may or may not see me next week. Either way, it's been real. I'll be back, just don't know when. But something I want. It's one of those things to where it's the contradiction, right? You know, there's certain contradictions in life we just got to be comfortable with. And the contradiction I'm feeling right now is I'm grateful for this right here, this Tinker Shop right here. Shout out to Varnell Hill. I'm grateful for this, but I want more. I want more interaction. I want more. I want to grow this platform if I can. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pursuing growth. Hey, word. So thank you for your likes, subs, and your shares. Thank you for listening to me babble. This has been real. This way of potting for me has been real. It's just time to grow. I'm ready for some growth, man. Dead ass. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for your time. Yeah, and all that good stuff. I'm the God Rashidi. This is Hoodies, man. Peace. Hey, this is Hoodies.